So meet the guitarist and also a vocalist for Queen, Brian May. So of the members of Queen, if you were going to choose one for a grandfather, this would be the guy. And let me explain why. So there are 9 face shapes. He's a combination between a bucket face and an iron face. So bucket faces, we love to put things in our bucket. High intellect, we enjoy the process of thinking, we're thought leaders, we're analytical, we're very critical thinkers, we're strategists, we're list makers. We never complete our list. The iron quality is that more of a squareness, even though we're bigger here and come down, there's still a lot of squareness, that Winston Churchill kind of face. This is the strong, stable, stubborn individual. So he's a strong, stable, stubborn thinker. That is Brian May. There's value in looking at the eyes. The eyes represent much. In my world, the right eye is what we show to the world. It's our public persona. It's what we want the world to see. And it's our mother's influence. The left is our true inner private self. When we cover up Brian's left eye, just look at that right eye, he's very focused, very analytical. I think one of the members of Queen was a scientist of some kind. I believe it was this guy. Could be wrong about that. If I am, sorry about that. But again, very focused, very analytical individual. Cover up that right eye and just look at that left eye. I see a touch of disdain. Does that have to do with a male? Yeah, probably. So take that for what it's worth. Eyebrows are very diagnostic. Eyebrows are very bushy. This indicates a very strong constitution. Eyebrows are about passion, pride, temperament, ego. So lots of ego, lots of pride, temper issues, and yes, but not like the other members of the group. They were extremely angry, but this guy doesn't have quite the anger indicators that the other members of the group had. They're also very low set. This tells us he's very willing to help others, and they're very long. When the eyebrows are very, very long, it indicates he's able to maintain friendship. Probably had very good sibling support growing up, where if you notice my eyebrows, they're thicker to the inside and they get thin to the outside. This can indicate a thyroid issue. I don't have a thyroid problem. It also can indicate a lack of sibling support. A lot of my brothers, they were not supportive of me growing up, which is fine. It's just their choice, and I love them. I take a bullet for them. But again, wasn't a lot of support. Underneath the eyes, there is some lines here. These are adrenal lines. It is a little bit greater on that left side. So this has to do with stress, and the stress was with a male. And again, I don't think you can spend a career working with 3 other men and not have some issues. So it's just going to come up because that's how life is. Lips are very interesting with him. Very straight line between his lips, so tells us he's very much a straight talker. He likes to speak the truth and tell the truth. Now, the other side of that coin, lying to him is not going to bode well. This is going to make him kind of cranky. Also, the lips are very thin. This means he's very tight-lipped, very difficult to communicate his feelings. He didn't express his feelings as much as the other members of the group did. Chin, extremely strong chin. Chin is about tenacity and character, and he's got very high character and very tenacious, very ambitious. He'll get the job done, which is common in that iron face. Give them a job, they're going to get done. Persevere, diplomatic, take it to the end in things they're interested in. If they're not interested, kind of the heck with it. There's a squareness to his chin also, which indicates a very strong-willed, very idealistic individual. And then lastly, his eyes are very narrow. This indicates acute perceptive abilities. This guy was a deep thinker, and he thought and saw more than the average person would see. So this is why I would choose him as your grandfather. Hope you enjoyed meeting Brian May. We're asked over and over and over again, can you read my face? The answer is yes. Matter of fact, I'd love to read your face. All you got to do is go to WTFWhyTheFace.com. Now, there's several options there. It's not a costly thing to do. First option is I can simply give you a written report. It'll be 7-8 pages long. I will read your face. I will go over psychological aspects, traits that are positive, traits that are negative, also some health issues. That is one fee. The second option is you'll also get a 7-8 page written report. Plus, I will physically call you. Questions will come up. I usually spend 30 to 60 minutes on the phone with you. Obviously, it's a little higher price because it's going to be more time involved. But a lot of questions will come up and you'll say, okay, I got that, but what does that really mean? And I can kind of explain a little more in depth. The third option is, again, 7 to 8 pages. I'll call you. But we can also discuss some options. If there's some things that you're concerned with, we can kind of point you in a direction. I can't physically treat you, but I can certainly make some suggestions. When you talk to your own doctor, pay attention to this or whatever it might be. So if you're interested, please upload your faces and we will be happy to read them for you. Would love to do it.